Hey friends, I'm back. Probably not going to show any records in this one. I don't have any new records. I only played a few records, but what I'd like to share is a couple things. Due to my money being tight and having to really focus on making sure I have money to cover my bills month to month, I can't frivolously just buy records like I would like to. So consequently, this month, I've been writing a lot again. I'm going to open up this folder and see. I did quite a bit of work yesterday. And I guess what I'm saying is one of the saving graces of being too poor to buy records is that it causes me to be creative. I've started up, that's May. I started up about 20 pieces of music. Let me see how many I've started, and I've finished quite a few of these already too, or at least gotten them to the point where they're very listenable. I've started writing about 20 different pieces of music here. Let me see. I want to open the folder and count, because I started 6 or 7 new pieces of music yesterday. And when I say this, it's more than just a little doodly sketch. It's like something, yeah, 24 songs so far that have started. Here's one that you've heard me play a little bit. That one, and then let's go to this one. Some ambient stuff here. What's fun, or can be fun, is I'll hear a certain piece of music, or I'll look online. I do still check the music news of different blog sites pretty much daily, just to see what's going on. And if something catches my interest, I'll say, well, let me see if I can do that. Of interest yesterday, Death Grips is releasing a free album. Death Grips seems to be popular and I guess considered cutting edge, so I listened to it, and it must be my age, because I'm thinking, I'm better than this, you know. I'm better than Death Grips, but I'm not doing what Death Grips does. But it seems like they're just slapping shit together and throwing some words on it, and everybody thinks it's cool. I may be wrong, but that really is what it sounds like. And nothing wrong with that, but it's like, objectively, you know, my work is just as cool as that. But something else that's on my mind to speak of in this video, it doesn't need to be caustic, and it doesn't need to be open a can of worms, but I will say this because I do still get I get a lot of messages. It's really gotten better. People are much nicer, but every now and then I get these messages from people, anonymous people, who want to preach to me their version of reality, and I'm just letting you know that that's all it does is comes off as, okay, well, this is what this person believes, this is what they think. They're coming at me as though to say, you have to think what I think, and I happen to know something that you don't know, and there's this information, there's that information, and that's all fine. The thing that keeps me from not losing my balance from where I'm standing is I remember this, that the victor chooses the story, and that we don't know true history. So when you come at me with facts like, you know, well, this is how it really is, it just don't mean nothing to me. It just doesn't, you know, and you're not going to get your jollies off of me by correcting me. And that's, sometimes I don't even read the messages all the way through, but I read enough to get what is the motivation here. You know, somebody wants to read me the riot act, somebody wants to feel superior to me, somebody doesn't like what I said, somebody's having a bad day, someone's mind doesn't work well, and I become the target. And I'm just really very happy to be aware of information that frees me from the trap of other people's mental games or mental. We live in the mind, so people who believe certain things, that's what they're living. There's that belief. I don't have to believe it, and if I can stay away from you, I don't even have to honor it, because people can believe anything, and people believe some really, really strange, weird things. And they try to say that this is normal and this is what I'm supposed to believe. No. I don't know what's right. I just know what's right for me. I know what's working. So to have somebody else come and say, well, you've got it all wrong, I don't care. I'm not living through your eyes, your ears, and your experience. So you go on with your bad self. You do what you think is right for you. I personally wish that people like you would stop beating up other people with your ideas, especially people that are weaker than you, because there are people whose constitution is weaker, and they get taken advantage of, and they seek approval, and they fall into traps of vampires, or whatever you want to call these people. It was a couple messages that prompted this. I won't say what they are because I just deleted them because they were just nonsense. It's just like, this doesn't even matter. This is something you read in a book, or this is something that you have experienced. Fine. That's not what it's like over here on my street, and that's what I'm living by. And that's not hate. That's liberating. Once again, I say these things because I know for a fact that there's people who need this message. Dare to break the bonds of other people's mental chains on you. People putting you in what we call a trick bag, defining you and saying you're nothing without me, or I make all the decisions, or you weren't anything until I discovered you. That stuff is still going on. And I've had people in my life that try to do that to me, and have done that to me, and I've broken free of them. That's why I share this message. I think it's real important. I think that a lot of people struggle with self-worth and having a positive self-identity. And there are a lot of forces in the world and a lot of people in the world that don't have your best interest, and the only thing they want is to keep you down, put their foot on your neck so they can get something from you. I'm not having it, and I want you folks to know. I want to thank you all for the lovely, lovely comments and all the love you send. Thank you so much. At this point, the other thing is I always say, because I feel like I'm a catalyst, I look around me and it appears that this is so. I'm not imagining it. So what I want to say is this. Vinyl community, just rage completely. Make videos, interact. Send VCLT to people. Get in touch and just do your thing. Whether or not I'm watching, whether or not anyone is watching, just do this, people. Just do what you want. Just share your love of music, share your love of life. Don't worry about whether or not I watch. I will when I can and when I want to. I'm over here living my life. I'm over here making a lot of music, and when I'm watching YouTube TV, a lot of what I'm watching is the news or programs about ancient history, which is, again, what informs me. There's a lot of disinformation, but I do know this much, that the person that is in charge, the person that has the money, the person that has the resources gets to make up the story. And a lot of history has been destroyed, erased, changed, according to the whims of the victors. And so I'll say again, when some of you smart aleck people who come at me trying to say I know this and you're nothing unless you know this, forget it. Try it on somebody else. I know better. More people need to know better. History's been changed so many times. We don't know what's up. So to try to tell me, please get this message, people. it is a message of love.